This is what the Laing Simmons Blacktown Men's Premier League 2 has been waiting for. The crowning jewel in a long old season. A season where the lead changed hands at the top so many times, even after the final whistle of the regular season. 302 goals scored, one team with a place already in the top division next year. Tonight features the two teams that topped the first grade ladder. Minchinbury, a team of good friends who've got quite an appetising story as a club. Prospect, on the other hand, just as interesting for completely different reasons. We'll start with the latter. Prospect United spent 2 seasons up in the top division before coming crashing back down to earth last year. As a regular observer of Prospect since they all joined from a neighbouring association, the way in which they went about from jovial and bonded to unstuck and directionless, it was really hard to watch. And relegation proved to be a blessing in disguise. The reset button was pushed, Joel Bayubahe came in as the coach, and a bit of stability found its way into the club and made Prospect United. Bang! And Minchinbury Jets appeared out of nowhere at the start of the season. The competition took note very, very quickly when a Premier League 1 marksman by the name of Blake Curry announced he had signed for a club that folded its Premier League status 12 months prior. Long story short, Ponds FC's reserve grade team from the first division, a bunch of mates who have followed each other around to 4 different clubs across 2 different associations, had found a new home. A home to make their own. But guess which club they were playing reserve grade at prior to Ponds? Yeah, you guessed it. It's Prospect. So now, after being a PL2 reserve grade unit, up to a PL1 reserve grade unit, they have met in the middle. PL2 first grade. And they face their old friends, their old first grade squad mates, Prospect, in a grand final that makes your mouth water. That's the story of Minchinbury and Prospect, and that's without mentioning that the last grand final they both played in was on the same day, 2022, when both Prospect squads played and lost their respective grand finals. To join us and make a surprise debut in the commentary box is a man who coached against Prospect when they were a first division club and coached the now Minchinbury gang when they were his reserve grade. It's Ponds coach Eli El Hakim. Eli, thank you so much for joining us. The PL2 game as your co-commentary debut is a funny one, but after all the yapping I've just done, this sounds like a proper derby, an almost friendly derby if you like, but one where there is such serious bragging rights.
Oh, I don't think it'll be that friendly, mate. There's a lot on the line tonight. Both teams are coming here to win. I was just watching both their warm-ups and they both look sharp, ready to go.
The old Ponds Rezzies now at Minchinbury. Tell me about the development that they underwent when you were their coach for those 2 seasons.
Great bunch of boys. They came over all together and we were shocked when they all came together. You could notice straight away that a couple of them were standouts, like the like of Curry. And he jumped into our first grade team and you could see he scored 17, 18 goals in that first season. So I expect some big things from him tonight.
He is by far and away, some might say the best player in the league. I personally think he's by far and away the best player in the league. He is a frightening player for any defence. Look, this Prospect team are obviously no slouches. They're still preparing for a playoff match against Quakers Hill Tigers in 2 Saturdays' time. Do you think it's important for them to win this game so that they can launch into that fixture in the right frame of mind?
Probably. Good point, but I don't think their focus is on that. I think their focus is on today. They want to win the grand final, and whatever happens after they'll reassess and go for that game.
The national anthem, ladies and gentlemen. Well, baby, it is grand final time indeed. Mark DePoli, Eli El Hakim here to bring you live coverage of the Laing Simmons Blacktown Men's Premier League 2. the crowning jewel fixture, the really important one. The Mini-Roos have dashed off to the side. Prospects Mini-Roos take the lead. Might that be an early indication of what's to come? Although one of them at the back slipped. Could there be something on the lines to look at there? Most likely not. Ellie, let's go through some lineups. We'll talk about them each as they go. We'll go with the challengers, those who finished second in the league. Danny Bouzis, a one-time All-Star appearance maker, begins in goal. Adam Dunnett right back next to Nick Walker. Anton Skotic, returning from a suspension during his last match of the round appearance, back in here, 20 years old, only has one working lung. They call him the one lung wonder. Jordan Buckley, former FDA representative, starts at left back. He drives 50 to 60 minutes each game for training as well. He arrived from Bathurst University, Charles Sturt to be exact, 2.5 hours away. He was still there at 4 p.m. Hope he's got all of his energy. Andrew Amabile is one of the top 5 finishers in the regular season Player of the Year voting. Ahead of him is Yugo Miyazaki, picked up only 3 goals this year, but his efforts are most appreciated in his ways that he facilitates the ball. Monzir Komi is at the top of this midfield, and you know he scored a grand final winning goal in the reserve grade fixture of the First Division last year. Ahead of him directly is Jafar Amin, scored 6 minutes into his match of the round debut. James Cossier scored 5 minutes into his match of the round debut against Newbury, off to one side, Sid Nadira off to the other. Some of the standout players on that prospect team, Ellie, my mind has to go to James Cossier.
Oh, it surely does. I think they've got 3 or 4 guns. You could also say James is all up there. Such a great team. So I've watched a little bit of them throughout the year when we've had Sunday games and they've played on Saturdays. So they look like a very well organised team and a great coach. So expect nothing but the best out of them tonight.
Super exciting. I mean, James has picked up a goal in the Town Rangers semi-final. That was do or die. A goal against Minchinbury themselves in round 18 so they could finish in second place. 2 goals against Town Rangers in round 5. He is a big game player. A goal on his match of the round debut, as we mentioned. Now, here come the Minchinbury Jets. Nishad Wasim, 35 years old, a 3-time Premier League winner and 1-time champion to champion. That one time with Doonside. Yes, one of the surviving members of that all-conquering Doonside team is still prevalent here today. Nishad Wasim starts in goal. Andrew Nunez was my choice as the team of the year right back, and he made it into the combined 11 on the podcast this week. John Paul George and Eamon Helmy, the former prospect 17-year servant, Eamon Helmy. Sebastian Viestas makes his match of the round debut, hasn't played in 3 weeks at left back. Evan Kotsiopoulos a month ago to the day was on a beach in Mykonos, my friend. Now he's at the base of the midfield behind Nicholas Kambouras and Nikola Rimats, who averages 2 free kicks per season since his 18s days, does the now 23-year-old. Blake Curry, in his last 90 BDSFA recorded games, has picked up an average of 1.68 goal contributions per game. The guy is literally a freak of nature. Nick Valyak has only played a handful of games and pretty much has a positive goal return in all of them. He is the star striker wearing number 51. And John Lennon, known better as Marv, will be hoping that he can imagine all the people and goals here today. That's the starting 11s. Who are some of these Minchinbury Jets' best players, Ellie?
Oh, definitely can't go past Blake Curry, one of the best, I think, in PL2, if not even PL1. You've also got Nicola. He hasn't been there all year, but he's a big boy up top. And then obviously their keeper, the experience that he has, obviously winning champions with Doonside. You know, experience might be what they need tonight.
A reminder, both of these 2 teams, I guess you could say, lost their last grand final. So Prospects was back in 2022, the year they got promoted from 2 to Division 1. They lost their grand final 4-0. Their reserve grade team, made up the majority of which by these Minchinbury Jets players, lost 6-3. Blake Curry did score that day in a crazy evening of football where there was 4 + 9 equals 13 goals in 120 minutes. A goal on average every, 8 to 9 minutes? Isn't that crazy? What a night that was. There's a chance here. John Lennon, and then up top is Nick Valyak, who's spent 4 seasons in the Illawarra Premier League, by the way. They have a very strong competition down there in the Wollongong area. I'm sure you know all about that from Champion and Cup days gone by, Ellie, don't you?
Yeah, sure do. We've played a couple of them teams in the FA Cup, in the Australia Cup, in the last 2 years, so quality there is really amazing.
So these guys, as you would have seen on the Blacktown Premier League podcast posted on Tuesday night, one of the best podcasts I think I've done in the last 4 or 5 years here, super entertaining. So much respect for each other, and yet there was clearly a, not even underlying, it was really an overlying sense of a burning desire to beat each other. Monzier Colmy putting one in strong there, but coming away with it unscathed was the number 99, Viasis, making his match of the round debut, the 23-year-old. Only 7 games played this year. Somehow fit enough to start in this grand final. Starting over OTS's very own Owen Kossipa, by the way, who picked up a goal in the semi-final win against Town Rangers.
Sure, it looks like Jason's got the centre today. Jason McManus.
Indeed he does. So what does that mean for tomorrow night?
We shall wait and see. I think it'll be Anthony Perello with the looks of things.
Very rare does somebody get to do both the first grade games of PL2 and PL1, so we'll see who it is in the end. That's gone all the way through to the keeper, quite literally. A reminder, if you are tuning in for the first time tonight and you haven't already done it, please remember to minimise your screen whether you're watching on YouTube or Facebook and press that like button. It lets us know that you're enjoying everything that you're experiencing as Prospect go Route 1 and send it long. It's a chance for Minchinbury to show what they're capable of doing defensively. Here is Yugo Miyazaki. I think you'll be impressed with this one, Ellie. He puts the ball in. That's a stellar football. Oh, it should be scored. It has not been scored. Camboris clears it. Monzier Colmy nearly came up with consecutive grand final goals.
He's very open in the back line right now. That should have been very early for that to be happening.
What a save by Nishad Wasim, 35 years young, and now here they go, and away they go. It's spanked out wide. It is Blake Curry, 1.68 goals per game he averages. That striker goal! Smashes the crossbar, nearly snaps it in half. Blake Curry off that left boot is oh so dangerous. He scored down that end against St Pat's in the 88th and 91st minutes in an earlier match of the round this season. And Danny Bouzas will be thanking the height of the crossbar for not being even an inch taller than it actually is.
What a start. Both teams with 2 early chances. Could have been 1-1 already. We've just started.
Something tells me that this is going to be at this pace for the entire 90, maybe even more minutes. Blake Curry has the only 100% attendance record for any of the players out there in Minchinbury Jets colours. A reminder that this is the squad's first year together. This looks like Nikola Rimac, who's had such a bad, torrid time with injury in the last 12 months or so. He cracked his head open during a concussion in one of the earlier rounds. He's gone down with a hamstring concern here and there. It's such an unfortunate time for the number 14, but he is so very talented.
Looks like both teams are playing a very similar formation with 4 at the back, 2 6s and a 10 and 3 guys up top, so very similar. It's going to be a very entertaining game. Both teams look like they're going for it.
Can't wait to see what this game has. Something special brewing here. This already feels like a PL1 quality game with how fast it's been. This is the 2 best teams in PL2. There's a reason why some have said that, you know, one, if not both, you know, would be okay in a PL1 position next year. They've certainly got very, very strong first grade sides, and it's just such an honour to be able to watch them play, especially considering all the context behind how these 2 teams came to be. I mean, Prospect have been down and in the trenches at times, but geez, they've revitalised under Joel Bayubahe. A shot from distance, Amabile, not a regular goal scorer, but one of the top 5 finishers in the Player of the Year, as I mentioned in the intro. Such a strong runner, all then with the ball. Valyak closing down Bouzas. Part Croatian, part Greek. Full-time baller, though. Picked up 5 goals in his first 7 games, Sid Nadira, not combining with Jordan Buckley well there. And fortuitously, though, Prospect are able to keep it through a throw.
To be honest, I actually forgot about Prospect's keeper. He's actually got a lot of experience as well. Danny's been there for a very long time as well, so needed to mention that to not disrespect him as well.
Well said and well covered. Andrew Nunes wins that out of the sky. 6'3" right back. You can expect him to be handy from set pieces if he's brave enough to put his noggin there. This is dangerous. This is real dangerous. Merv Lennon is threatening. John Lennon is there. Bouzas has just put himself into the most compromising position you could possibly imagine. His face nearly connecting with the boot of Lennon.
Got a foul for that as well. High foot.
Jeez, it's not much reprimand for putting yourself in such jeopardy. Geez, 6 minutes into this game, chances probably 2-1 Minchinbury's favour, but real serious chances. Look at this long ball just hoofed. Who knows? Scottish not really tracking him well enough, and geez, Bouzas has done well. So brave. Monzier, call me now as we get back into action, living a little bit dangerously here. Bouzas, is he back to his best? He is. That's a good pass out from the man. He used to play at Blacktown City back in his outfield prime, you might say. He picked up a grand final goal in 2022, by the way, so he played in the first grade grand final as the keeper, played in the reserve grade grand final that predecessed that one. As a striker, scored a banger that was nominated for the goal of the final series.
It's been a hot start from both teams, to be honest, so both have come out to play as a foul gets conceded here.
That is Valyak at his absolute best. You can just see that nip of experience in the singular touch there. And the number 51 in his match of the round debut in I'll remind, his 7th game. That is crazy. In fact, it's his 8th game. Forgive me now that he's crossed into the first 7 minutes of this one. So this is Evan Kotsiopoulos, who will deliver this one. Has come a long way in the last 4 years as a footballer, develops like a house on fire, puts that ball into Bouzas, who opted to leave it, but trusted in the call of his right back, Adam Dunn, to leave that, and it was the right choice in the end. But hey, let's just have a quick word, by the way, while there are more than 200 people watching right now. How excited are you for the playoff between Prospect and Tigers?
Oh, it's going to be a great game. I think, I think Prospect are going to have to go to a bit of another level to play against Tigers. I really rate Tigers. I know they did finish at the bottom of the ladder, but they gave us some tough games this year. I think we beat them 1-0 and 4-3. So for me, I think Prospect can match them, but it's going to be a tough game.
Oh, battered into shoulder to shoulder. If that was Remats who went down, it'd be Remats who takes this kick, you know.
Big foul on the edge of the box. Dangerous.
I'm telling you right now, and to those of you, I'm sure you've all watched it, but I'll just remind you, Danny Bouzas, Prospect keeper, who's in goal right now, said on the podcast, if this kid, Nicola Remats, gets a chance from a dead ball, he is exceptional. And he is exceptional. He's only got 2 goals this year, Nicola Remats. He picked up a brace against Glenwood in the very early rounds.
Oh, I've seen him hit him at training at Ponds.
It's Remats who goes over the wall, and he stings the palms of Danny Bouzas, who knew exactly where to stand. Good positioning there. Oh, and a great release to Sid Nadira. Got 2 match of the round assists to his name to go along with a goal against Workers 2 years ago.
Well done. They're number 6 there, doing a lot of defensive duties. Brilliant.
Which ones? As in Prospects, forgive me?
No, Minchinbury's number 6.
Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, Camboris, indeed. Yeah, he is a freak of nature.
Just the cover work that he's been doing he's been keeping his team in it a lot in the midfield, so he's covering a lot.
Forgive me, sometimes I forget that we go by kit numbers and I go by the positional numbers. I like to think I'm a bit of a football purist. In actual fact, I'm just annoying.
Yeah, I'm talking from a coach's point of view when I talk about a 6, so... But it's been a hot start. Minchinbury with 3 shots on target, and Prospect with only 1. So
that was Eamon Helmy trying to pierce it through the defensive line there. Amabile and Camboris, these two will run all night and beyond. They'll probably run to the pub after the game too. Foul
conceded here by Minchinbury. It's been a hot start from my point of view, so I think it's only going to get more exciting as the game opens up and players get more tired as the half goes on.
Look, as somebody who's gotten the chance to watch so many games from up here, I think I'm nearing 100 caps up in this booth up here. You get such a great view, and for you as a coach, you must be able to relish in an opportunity to see a game from this perspective. It's like being a VO.
Yeah, this is amazing. I've never been up here before. It's my first time, but watching it from here sort of gives you another, it's sort of like watching it from another angle, very high up, get to see the whole pitch, and sort of get to see every player, so it's actually a great view.
Well, pleasure to have you here. Only 10 minutes into this one. At least 80 minutes of action still to come. Remats putting it up into the sky. A couple of hands across the throats of the players there in tandem.
Great stuff by Nicola there. Very strong by the number 14.
Jordan Buckley got a goal to his name this year. Lovely there by Sid Nadira, who was such a hard runner. He spent 20 years in Prospects colours as Nadira. Former Spurs and Workers member. Only joined Workers at the back end of last year after relegation was confirmed to play some all-age.
Bad pass.
Remats back to John Lennon, looking for Valyak. Lennon still threatening. He got 2 exceptional assists for those 2 Blake Curry goals against St Pat's to win the game late. This is Camboris into the box. It's Camboris across the face of goal.
No one there.
Although, still teasing, still threatening, still with the ball. Buckley well defended. Such a good game so far.
First corner of the match goes to Minchinbury.
There you go. Write it down. And we'll be able to talk about this in the down moments.
Surely they'll be trying to hit their tall figures here with Nicola and Blake Curry being one of the tallest players out there. So,
never seen Blake Curry score a header, but what's he like? Because he is quite tall.
Oh, he has. Skur used to put him on the diamond for him with us, and he used to always head him in. I think he scored 2 against Dooney one night.
Here we go. Ball in. It's a really good ball. You literally called it. You spoke it into existence. My word, Ellie.
He's deadly with it. I don't think people use him as much as they should. Just not with his feet. He's also can head a ball.
Evan Kotsiopoulos, good delivery from you. Look how quickly the ball's back in play, by the way. Prospect are not here to muck around. This is Blake Curry, the number 13. I thought there might have been an injury concern there for Nicola Remats.
Yeah, I think Prospect need to slow it down a little bit, get their structure back. They're playing a bit too fast, and Minchinbury are catching them up because they keep turning the ball over too much.
Majority of the territory has gone the way of the Minchinbury Jets, who, of course, I might remind you, no, they didn't get promoted. No, they didn't come second in club championship. But they did, in fact, win the first grade league title there. Rezzy's not having a fantastic year, only 2 wins towards the bottom of the table. But this first grade team, a carry job. I mean, for the first year of their existence as a club, as a Minchinbury Jets outfit, that's a pretty strong squad they've assembled. Helmy against his former club sends it away. Yugo Miyazaki goes down. Referee says nothing to it. Rimats, who's got the first yellow card of the game, gets out of that challenge as Nick Walker, who's up from reserve grade about halfway through the year, loses out on that challenge. Nunez had too much time to think about it. Amabile got in the way. Not the first time you'll say that about Prospect's own N'Golo Kante, by the way.
Always hard in your mouth when someone goes down in that penalty box. You never know what could happen.
Never, ever know. As Jordan Buckley will send this long into the night sky, right across the face of the camera.
It's about 12 minutes gone. I think Minchinbury will be the more dominant team.
Look at this by Blake Curry. Valiak is threatening, and he hit the dirt quite hard.
Could have taken a touch there.
I didn't know Blake Curry could throw the ball that long. Is there anything he can't do? I bet you he can't cook. That'll be what it is.
Actually, I haven't seen him throw a ball like that. I think everything's coming out tonight. He wants to win it that bad.
Well, he said on the podcast 3 grand final losses in a row for him, 2022, 2023, 2024. And Yugo Miyazaki! My sim was never going to be challenged by that one.
Prospect just look like, you know, if they get a chance, they look like they're going to bury it at the moment. They look dangerous. They're not having much ball at the moment, but every time they get a chance, especially that first one, they should have scored. They've had to clear a chance.
I think what's frightening from my perspective is that James Kossier and Jafar Amin have not even touched the ball yet, really, in any significant moment. Most of the play that Prospect have had going forward have come down this near side. Now, of course, with no disrespect to Sid Nadira, James Kossier is arguably the best player in the comp, and Jafar Amin could be there if he stays around for another year. He's only been here for 5 minutes. So the fact that those 2 players have barely gotten the ball just yet is crazy to think the Prospect are still creating chances without necessarily finding them yet.
That's right. It's showing that they've got another avenue to be able to score goals. But I feel like Minchinbury also is defending well and covering them players well. But they've got to be careful of the other boys that are trotting around them.
Forgive me, I always grimace when 2 players chuck their heads into a position like that.
Ooh, here goes
Blake Curry. This is dangerous. It's Lennon. Sliding challenge by Sturridge. Blake Curry! Wide.
Wow. Wow.
Oof. What a challenge by Anton Skodic.
Great challenge. But that's where the second ball's got to be won by Prospect there. I feel like Minchinbury are winning every second ball at the moment.
It does feel like they've had the hottest start. The question was raised on the podcast. You know, we asked who plays better at their best and what have been the reasons for the results between you two. So earlier on, Prospect lost by 2 goals. Later on, in the last round of the season, to be exact, Prospect won by 2 goals. But Minchinbury and Evan Kotsiopoulos specifically came on the podcast and said, well, when the teams have lost, first Prospect, then Minchinbury, the players were missing that day, and that was the reason for their loss. So in Prospect's loss, they were missing 4 players. In Minchinbury's loss, they were missing 4 or 5 players. These are 2 full-strength sides now. There are not actually that many injuries in both squads. So we're seeing what the best of both worlds, if you like, are going to be able to put up here in a grand final where the stakes are high. And that is so exciting because it's a reality we haven't seen before.
That's right. There's no excuses today. Both fully strength. The 2 games that they've played mean nothing at the moment. Maybe Prospect comes in with a bit of confidence because it was the last round of their game where they beat them. having players out, I know it's no excuse, it's next man in. But today, both teams are fully strength, so someone's going to come out and get that second win.
Valiak trying to back his way into Nick Walker as Amabile steps in, gives it away. Unfortunately, though, Scottish wins it out of the sky. The 20-year-old, just 20, starting in a grand final at centre-back. That's tough.
What Minchinbury are doing very well with the left back of Prospect, pushing him up a lot and getting in behind him. So I feel like Blake's been switching sides. One sec he's on the right side, one sec he's on the left side.
Kotsiopoulos did really well to cut that one out. Rimats and Blake Curry, two best mates, not combining as Amabile off the back side of Kotsiopoulos there. Older brother Will is the coach. Look at the Trivella pass. Will it hold up? Boozes comes rushing out.
Yeah, not the ball in to put for that type of player. He's more of a player that wants it to his feet. He's not going to run.
John Paul George grew up playing touch footy and junior footy with Alex Twall of the West Tigers, by the way. Picked up 2 goals this year. One in the match of the round, by the way, as well. That was a bad challenge. There was a raised foot in that one.
It was, but I thought he got the ball. I thought it was a bit soft. It's a grand final.
Indeed it is.
Got to let him fly in a little bit.
Monzier Comey, I don't know if you remember his grand final winning goal for Workers, but it's on the first moments of the podcast intro, so that it's possible to miss. You've only watched it 22 times this year. How many episodes have been produced?
A bit more than that.
And it's on Scorich too many times, I think, would be the answer to the question. There's a player that's gone down in Minchinbury colours there, which would be the defending team winning a free kick to alleviate pressure. Good touch out of the sky there by Adam Dunn. In fact, it was Nick Walker, forgive me. And then Nick Walker's continued on his run. It's delivered in by Yugo Miyazaki. Had a good bit of whip. Indeed, it was a dangerous ball. And look at how far that's gone away. Scottish needs to be careful. He was backpedaling. He's done well. Yugo Miyazaki, 22-year-old, down listed as a Japanese representative on dribble.
You can see for both teams, Prospect are actually trying to play out from the back, where Minchinbury is actually sending it long to their big, tall boys at the front. So,
tell you what, I know that we said that this was a match between mates who know each other well, but this is already gearing towards, I reckon, come the 30th minute, we'll see a bad tackle by then.
I don't think once the whistle went, anyone was mates anymore.
Nope, no chance.
Surely not.
Didn't even see them really sort of say hi to each other when both teams went out to warm up. And then that's, to be honest, that's what we want to see. Shake after the final whistle as Adam Dunn came in strong. Blake Curry can deliver the pass. Oh, goes down Valiak. There was no touch of the ball. Now, what colour the card? Yellow, like the referee's jumper. Now, they're going to say that there was players around it. We have about 15 seconds before our live stream feed catches up. We'll let you know our opinion in a second. But this is Nicola Rimat's territory.
I didn't really see there was a touch there. Let's have a look as we watch it on the replay.
5-man wall being established. Blake Curry with a good progressive pass. Sliding challenge by Anton Skodic, who's now received a yellow card. Anton Skodic, he got a red card in 2022, got a red card in 2025 against Town Rangers.
Great call by Jason there.
It was a good call. It was a really good call. Now, left-footed Blake Curry or free kick specialist Nicola Rimats, can I just say, if I'm Danny Bouzis, I'm having nightmares while standing.
I think this is more suited for Nicola. Nicola will be hitting this.
You know what? I've got a really good feeling about this. I've got a really, really good feeling about this.
It's a bit close for me to get it up and down, but...
Bouzis in goal. It's Nicola Rimats who goes over the wall. It was dipping. He had a good feeling, and I reckon he did too, but it didn't quite find its way on target. A shot off.
Yeah, that was a bit too close for Blake. The way Blake hits a ball and the artery that he gets on it was a bit too close to go up and down. But great hit by Nicola there. Unlucky. But I feel like Danny had it covered anyway.
Yeah. Kind of down the throat of the goalkeeper, to be fair. And he sends it long with a bit of backspin. Camboris with that great, exquisite ponytail. Wins it out of the sky. Amabile can run and shield like pretty much no other player in the comp, although that ball's gone out.
I do feel like Minchinbury's midfield as the long ball goes in here.
Oh, jeez. And Lennon's free and cleared by Skodic. Got to play the rest of these 70 minutes with a yellow card. Jafar Amin, haven't really seen the kid on the ball yet. And the man who told me in the pre-game warm-up he wants to play for the Iraqi national team one day is just struggling to get on the ball all too much, but we know what he can do when he gets it. And there's a chance for the number 7 in his second ever match of the round game. It's Jafar Amin, the teenager. And he was well beaten to it there by Eamon Helmy, who must just be so excited for this one.
Brilliant defending there by Eamon. Just watched him, didn't jump in early and timed his tackle brilliantly.
Well done. Eamon Helmy was once the 13s coach at Prospect.
How old is Eamon?
Eamon is, he'd only just be outside of eligibility of 21s. Eamon Helmy is 21 years old, 17 years spent at Prospect. He said to me that he was cut because he was injured at the start of the season.
Wow.
After 17 years, wouldn't he want a goal tonight?
He looks like a very good player.
Here he is involved. In fact, that's John Paul George, forgive me. Mistaken identity, although we'll get to see Eamon here because Yugo Miyazaki has found its way to Sid Nadira. Offside flag was rightfully raised.
Felt like the keeper went a bit early there, knew where the ball was going, so I think I'd go near side next time if I was them.
Nishad Wasim maybe giving away some of his trade secrets, but a first real venture into the box in a long time for the Prozzy boys.
Well, first 20 minutes have been very entertaining. You've had 7 shots on target, so I think there's definitely going to be a bit of goals. I did call it earlier that it was going to be a 3-3 or draw, but we'll see.
3-3. I would be so excited for that one. A reminder as well, if you're watching, we have the Facebook live stream open, so don't forget to leave your live chats there. We'll respond to them in due course, and where appropriate too. Monzia Komi lost out. Blake Curry picks it up. Camboris haphazardly finds its way to Captain Kotsiopoulos.
Canberra is very light on his feet. Such a good player.
Man, he is so good. Nicholas Camboris, formerly of SD Raiders. He's an electrician. He provides the spark in midfield. And Mabile, though, does a bit of that too. But this time it's for Prospect. Going out wide towards Kossier. Still, really haven't seen James Kossier. Jimmy, they call him Jimmy the Jet. The number 9 on the ball all too much. He was pivotal in the run into this finals campaign as Nikola Rimats picks it back up. Andrew Nunes making a rare run forward out of his right-back position. Has to be careful with his touch-up against his opposite fullback. The left-back, Jordan Buckley. What's he got here? The part Jamaican with a Peruvian surname, I should say. Blake Curry hustling to keep this ball in. Nunes up high in the number 8 jersey.
Well defended there.
Really was.
And I'm pretty sure he was playing at SC Jaders last year as well.
Camboris?
Yep.
There you go. He's not come from, an all-age 7, for example.
Sure hasn't. He was there last year, and I'm pretty sure they picked him up very late in the season as well.
Oh, danger as Blake Curry's throws are proving a real bit of mayhem at the back for Prospect. Here is Kossier. Spread your wings, son, and off you go. From Dubbo's MPL system, smacked into by Viasis. Challenged there by the number 99.
Pretty sure you had him on your podcast earlier in the season. He spoke really well.
I actually did not realise until I was preparing for the match of the round a couple of hours later that he was still a teenager.
Yeah.
I mean, geez, 19 years old. He will turn this year, or has turned this year, I should say.
Yeah, he looks a lot more mature than his age suggests.
Very, very calm, composed player. Doesn't look like the kind of player who loses his head all too much.
And you can see he's such a structured player, coming back and defending a lot, helping his teammates out. So he's one of them wingers that works hard.
So valuable, a player like that.
Here we go. Blake's
Curry's through. This might be a certain goal. Cuts back onto that left foot that is oh so dangerous. Rimat's great touch. Bit of futsal skills being shown here. And then struck from distance by John Lennon. And Bouzis, wow, he went for the camera save. He knows there's at least 3 photographers around the grounds, and he's gone to get his new Facebook profile pic.
I think he made it better than it looked.
It was a bit awkward too. Yeah. I got the feeling from watching that diving to his left might be his weaker side. Every goalkeeper does have a weaker side.
I thought he dived too early and shot himself.
Jafar Amin, this is it. Nadira up against Andrew Nunes. Oh, brilliantly done there. Andrew Nunes has spent time at very high levels of the game. It includes some stalwart NPL clubs. Oh, rash clearance and Camboris. Speaking of NPL clubs, the SD Raiders man last year sends it away. But Andrew Nunes has played a Dulwich Shield, Nepean, Sydney Olympic in his youth as well. An accomplished right back. To have him in PL2 is crazy. Well won there by Jean-Paul George. Nadira Oh, really well done by Nadira, 20-year servant of the club. Wouldn't he love a goal tonight?
I feel like John Paul's been man-marking Jaffa a lot, so I think he's only touched it once or twice in the first 25 minutes, 26 minutes gone.
John Paul George, arguably, is the most versatile player in the league.
Sure is. He can play 3 or 4 positions, if not more. With us last year at Ponds, he's playing right back, centre back, striker.
Like, he debuted in a match of the round. I was checking my notes from 4 years ago, believe it or not. Made his first match of the round appearance as a left back, then as a right back. He's played on the wing. He's played at the top of a 4-4-2. Now, apparently, he's a centre back, and in the podcast, they put him in the combined 11. So he's not even played that for the majority of the season, and they were willing to give John Paul George that spot. Anton Skoric goes for a bit of a pot shot at goal.
Well, I would be as well. They did come first, and I'm not sure if they had the best defence, but third best, I think it was. So he's done something good there.
It was a goal against tally that reads 34. Prospects was better by 10. Town Rangers was nearly half that. That's a crazy stat considering all that's happened in that world.
Yeah, Town Rangers very unlucky not to be here today as well. Feel like they've had an amazing season as well.
All credit has to go to the players and coaching staff that put together a tidy season. Plenty of things to be really positive about for the future. Oh, that's how we got his assist in his first match of the man appearance. What a ball, Nicola Delimats. It was slightly overhit.
Well done. You can see Danny, as soon as he seen that ball, he was on his toes, ready to go. Very good goalkeeping there.
Chance. The ball was slightly underhit. Look at John Paul George. Jeez, he is good, isn't he?
Very good player. Fights for every inch. Every inch.
Comes from a rugby league background, as we were mentioning before, and plays touch footy in the off-season to keep fit. In fact, even during season, he plays a local comp, I've been told, and very, very stocky, very, very strong.
I'm pretty sure league's his first sport, and then fell in love with soccer because it wasn't going that good in league. It's a bit of a smaller body. Mm-hmm. And was actually
but now, hang on, he's out of position, Ellie. This is really a big chance. Here comes the most yellow-carded man of the last 4 years of BDSFA, Andrew Amabile. Out wide that goes. Offside flag was raised on Nadira. That's twice he's been sprung.
That's the attitude that you want to see. Lost the ball, came back and won it back.
Mm-hmm.
Moments like that, especially like last week with us, with Calvin. That's what he did to us.
I am quite surprised, especially since all the players said that they were expecting a high-scoring game. Obviously, that could still change 1/3 of the way through the 90, but it's been nip and tuck, and defences have been pretty solid so far. Both these two teams look locked in and switched on.
They do, but I do feel in this league, 3-4 goals can get scored in 10-20 minutes, so it can turn real fast. But it's been an entertaining game so far.
Speaking of John Paul George, by the way, he picked up a hat-trick of first-half assists against Oakville in a 4-3 win. 2 of those went to Blake Curry, another one went to Isaac. Lennon being beaten through the ball there.
From centre-back?
I'm not sure where. I think he said he was playing as a number 10 that day. But again, the duality of this guy and the malleability of him.
Well, they have had a couple of boys go overseas. I think Evans just came back a week ago, so wouldn't be surprised that he's been playing there.
Scottish doing his best out of position slightly near the touchline to close down, I believe, Valyak there, who welcomed a baby into the world, him and his partner, inside the last month. That's why he actually missed the last round of the regular season, which was the game against Prospect, by the way. Used to play in Prospect's NPL side. Another free kick on the edge of the box being given away. So a third bite of the cherry, perhaps, for Nicola Rimats is coming up.
Yeah, wow, the fouls are mounting up for Prospect, and they're very dangerous, all on the edge of the box. So if they keep doing that, Minchinbury will take their chances.
This is almost identical to that first free kick some 20-odd minutes ago now.
Well, this is their 4th foul on the edge of the box, so, you keep giving these boys these chances. They've got the quality to hurt them, so they've got to be very careful. It's sort of like us last week against Marion. Like having Calvin, anything on the edge of the box is dangerous.
He's a freak. He's frighteningly good at dead ball situations.
Very good player. One of the best players to play in the league, I think. ever, I think, in the Blacktown League.
So, Rimats, right-footed, standing over it. Here we go. Is it third time lucky for Nicola Rimats? Goes through the wall and smacks an upright. Bouzas rooted to the spot. Rimats mixed it up a little bit, and that's the closest anyone has come. Oh, my word.
No one expected that. Went low. That's the versatility that he has.
Let's have a look at this on replay. Our replay's about to come up here on the computer down to my right. We'll have a look at it in just a sec. Here it comes. It goes through the wall. Oh, Bouzas. Wow, he's a lucky boy.
So that's 2 shots so far. Blake Curry hitting the post, 1. And then Nicola now on the other side as well, hitting the post.
Totally forgot about Blake Curry smashing the crossbar. Oh, what a ball! What a ball, Valiak! Are you still quick, son? And the 30-year-old has been beaten to it by a man 10 years his junior, but he's hustled hard, though. Minchinbury's new striker coming to the fore. And cleared away Amabile.
I feel like Minchinbury's hit another gear in the last 5 minutes. Looking very, very dangerous.
Unlike the reserve grade game, it's so critical. Yeah, that was a foul. No, Prospect can be upset and their whole technical area is up in arms, but it was so critical in the reserve grade game for Parkley to have not gone behind by a goal. So those of you wondering what we're talking about, there was a reserve grade grand final prior to this that kicked off at 6. You can go and watch that after this one if you'd like. Commentary's just as good. But they conceded a goal when the momentum was against them, and even though they worked themselves back into the game, they were already down by a goal, and it was gone by then. So it's super critical for Prospect to at least hold out now while Minchinbury are really flying on a high.
That was actually good. I didn't watch all of it. That was a good game. 2-1 to Newbury. Congratulations on it. They were actually going really good in the PL in the first grade as well. So they're very unlucky not to be here today as well.
Newbury legitimately have a shout at being one of the best Resi's team we've seen in recent history. Very, very strong. Long throw in, Curry flicked on the match chance here. Lennon backstick, free kick given.
Just not falling for Minchinbury at the moment, but they are the more dominant team. I feel like they're controlling the games getting played at their speed and how they've wanted it so far. It's just Prospect do look deadly when it comes down to counter-attacks, but I feel like in the last 5 minutes they've had nothing.
Wanzia coming back to the goal. He wants to score in silly giveaway.
Minchinbury's press, very amazing.
Very fit. Amabile, though, this guy is maybe the fittest of them all. Here's Kossier for the first time against Viasis. Let's see what they're both capable of. Kossier's barely missed a game. That'll be a yellow. Might not be a yellow. I think
definitely
he considered himself lucky to get away without the cheese there.
I think he had some cover defence there, so I don't think it'll be a yellow from that far out.
You're right. So a free kick to be delivered in, and we've talked and waxed lyrical about what their opposition can do. What can Prospect do from the dead ball scenarios? So it's Anton Skotic.
34 minutes in, and that's their first chance from a set piece.
Indeed. Look at the fans behind the goal. You'd imagine they're all Prospect fans.
Sure would be. It's actually a pretty big crowd. The camera can't catch it. But a lot of people on this side watching.
Isn't it great? You'll be able to hear it. Scorridge. That's a good-looking ball! Jafar Amin was there. I'm not sure how that got blocked, but I think a blue and red jersey got there.
That was a great delivery. That deserved something to meet it a bit better than...
Centre-back with a free kick delivery like that. Jeez, that's a... In the Premier League, that's $70 million after one kick.
I was waiting for the net to rattle. But Minchinbury survived.
Amabile. Out wide.
Well, that foul might be the thing that changes this game. I feel like momentum switched in the last minute.
I think the best example of that is last week in the match of the round. I mean, how many times did momentum shift in that way? It was yours, and then it was Mariong's, and then it was yours, and then it was Mariong's, and it was so good to watch, Ellie. Thank you for giving us such a great contest.
Yeah, it was a crazy game. Unfortunately, winning at the cookies at the end, but it's probably one of the best games I've coached.
Tip for the final tomorrow?
Oh, it's a tough one. I'm going to stay out of it. I'm not going to tip anyone. We're neutral. We're still upset from our loss, so we'll stay quiet for now and just hope both teams come out and play. And like I said, I watched a bit of the podcast. one team plays 10 out of 10, the other one does. Seen what Marcus said, we'll both kick in each other and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens tomorrow night, but it's going to be a special game. You know, both good teams.
Ball delivered in. Curry. Marcus is a real character, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a great guy. You know, it might be his time to score a goal tomorrow, you know. It's been Ethan. So
yeah, we'll see if the Dooney boys are willing to share around what happens on top. I wonder who takes a penalty if they win it, by the way. They've had no penalties for them in first grade this year, they were telling me.
Oh, really?
Not a single one.
Yeah.
Not just not one converted. They have not had a single one awarded their way.
That's going to be a great game, but
I cannot wait.
So it's going to
just
be a great
hoping my
game.
voice holds up by then. I'll give you the commentary reins if you like, if my voice goes kaput.
No, I'm a neutral tomorrow. I'm going to sit and watch it from the sideline. I'll be too emotional to call that one.
Same.
You've got some good guys with you tomorrow, Matty Abbott and Julian, so
it's going to be great. I'll have to do little work that day.
Two great minds.
They really are.
So, like, congratulations also to Julian. I'm pretty sure he's got a new gig for coaching, so good on him. And hopefully we see Matty back with us next year, giving it another hot crack.
I think he'll stick around. I really do.
Hope so. He's still thinking about it, but, you know, I'll do what I can to make him play again. We missed him last week, so to be honest, the last 4 weeks that he didn't play, so.
Camboris in strong and Amabile, two hard-running, hard-working midfielders clashing like titans there. Off goes Kossier. Viasis has already been beaten once in recent minutes. Viasis has done a whole lot better there, though. Well done.
He's been winning on a lot of fouls and corners from there, so he's actually, I feel like he will be a difference in the second half once people tire out. I feel like his ability to dribble in and out and the shapes that he runs, very inverted players, so.
Ball in towards the back stick. I think that ball might have gone out, but it's been allowed to bounce in the box. That's criminal. Scottish trying to recover it. Nicola Remats.
Need better quality off the corners. Working hard to get them, but.
The free kicks have been good, but the corners not so.
Both teams.
Monzi has tripped over the ball. Chance. Camboris. Rhinos in behind Lennon. Pivotal touch there by Nick Walker. Now wide. Kossier.
Wow, 38 minutes gone already.
Flying. Absolutely flying.
First half's flying.
Yugo Miyazaki. Have to see more of Yugo on the ball. Such a good player. Oh, lovely touch there by Remats. This could be it. Camboris, but his touch was too heavy there.
Big touch.
But then his touch was too heavy, and now Nick Walker's had the ball taken off him. Remats gets a second bite of the cherry. Blake Curry, the Golden Boot winner, to Valyak! Oh, Bouzas!
Great save.
Such a great goalkeeper.
Great save.
Shoulder to shoulder was the call there for the challenge on the edge of the box. Danny Bouzas.
Great save. Save of the match so far.
Oh, the woodworker saved him twice, the one above him and the one to his left, but that time it was his right leg.
Just stuck it out. The striker should have done a bit better. Brilliant by Curry there. Deceived both players like he was going to run at him, but then gave the ball, and then brilliant by the striker. Just used his body to create the shape there and just lacked the finish.
Brilliantly done.
That is a great chance. Well done, Danny. Very good save. That's two experienced goalkeepers keeping their teams in it at the moment, keeping a clean sheet.
Isn't it good? Isn't it so good? A crossbar hit, a post hit, a brilliant one-on-one save, Valyak. Kossier, geez, he's good. He is really, really good to watch. He is just lightning off the mark. Wins a corner.
Another corner. Corners are starting to mount up now for Prospect, so feels like they're getting a bit more football, a bit more ball, starting to dominate a little bit, so they were a bit quiet for the first 20, 25 minutes. Last 10 minutes they've come into it.
Less than 5 minutes left to go. I don't think there'll be much started on time. At the back stick is Scottish. It goes towards the front, though. Buckley was there. And it's gone out for consecutive corners. Bless you.
Thank you. Another corner.
Oh, I love grand finals. Let's see what this one throws our way. Another lovely ball. Jafar Amin's debut match of the round goal was a header from a corner, but it came from this end of the pitch, actually. Nunes, oh, greatest meg of the season. Lost the ball, though. Bit fortunate, then a bit unfortunate.
I feel like Prospect, they're getting themselves in good chances, but I feel like when they get to that final third, they're just unclear what vision they're after.
Perfect example, literally forming right there, but it might haphazardly fall out in their favour. Amabile has picked up 13 assists this year, Andrew Amabile, to go along with his 2 goals. This is Monzir Comey, left-footed, don't you forget it. Across, no shot. Nadira picks it up. He's quick. 18-year servant of the club. Gets past Nunes. Ball into the box. Cleared away by Jean-Paul George.
Another throwing. Have they got someone like Blake that can send it into the box? Or they look like they're setting up for it.
Right, Jordan Buckley, what are you made of, my friend? You've come from uni today to be here. You diligent worker, you. This is Amabile. Oh, there might be a pot shot coming. No. Sent out wide Scottish, not the greatest ball of all time. Easily won in the air there by Viersis.
Well defended.
Great crowd here, like you said before. It's building and building.
Great atmosphere. Seats are packed on this side. Obviously, I don't think the camera catches this side, but it's pretty packed out there.
Even more so will be tomorrow as well. It's going to be great to watch.
Oh, yeah. Make sure people get here early tomorrow. Car parks was already hard to get in there, to get in today, so it's going to be even harder tomorrow. I think the 21's grand final, reserve grade grand final as well for PL1 are going to be bangers as well.
Super games on paper.
Got Tigers versus Marion, I'm pretty sure, in 21s.
For the third time in a row, I should say.
That's going to be a big game. Quakers Hill Tigers, you know, their young kids are just, you know, some of them have been playing first grade, 2 games are 21s and then back up for first grade. So credit to
Yugo Miyazaki!
Great save.
Smart save.
Great save. And then you've got Blacktown Workers playing Doonside. So
I think Workers take it and make it 3 in a row.
I think they do. A lot of first graders.
No Benny Dalkeith in goal, but this ball comes in again. Jafar Amin is quite clearly the target every single time. Miyazaki threatening, Miyazaki hustling and trying to clear the ball. Monzir Comey. And cleared away just about. Into the edge of the box is Andrew Amabile. Jeezy's quick. Jeezy moves fast. And he's finally been tackled. Minchinbury. Prospect have really got their grasp on the game in the last 5 minutes or so.
They sure have. And then can Doonside be the first team out of the big 3 to do the double? That's the big question tomorrow.
It's a great question. I wonder when I'll have to check the archives as to when the last time that was. I would imagine one of those Doonside teams when they three-peated from 16, 17 and 18, I would imagine won the league title.
No, it's never been done before. The only time that happened, Quakers Hill Juniors did it.
Really?
Yeah.
What, like in the early 10s?
No, not they won Reggie's in first grade.
Oh, double. Right, forgive me. I thought you meant league title
no.
and then... Forgive me.
No, I mean as in like the doubles in reserve grade and first grade.
We will see. Marion's had 3 bites at the cherry. Or 2 bites at the cherry, forgive me. And 3 straight Reggie's grand finals that eventually came undone last year. Sent out wide, delivered in, good-looking ball. Monzir headed it down to Jafar Amin on his left. Monzir, he headed it the wrong way.
Feels like in the last couple of minutes, Prospect is starting to dominate.
This is the thing. Prospect aren't going to want this half to end. It's the 45th minute now. Anything being played now is at the discretion of Jason McManus, the centre referee. Prospect would not want to go into the sheds at all. They're so close. We're on the cusp.
Feels like Minchinbury are playing for the whistle at the moment to get into the sheds to regroup, where Prospect are just gaining a momentum and just going at them. Feels like the coach might have switched up a little thing in formation and it's working really good for him.
Yeah, I wonder what Joel Bayabahe has.
Feel like they've gone to 2 10s in the last 5 minutes.
Buckley. Don't want to give it away to that man. Or that man.
Certainly don't want to give it to that man.
That'll do. No need for any significant added on time. Just the minute. This PL2 first grade grand final deadlocked in a pulsating and fast-paced first half. Ellie, the first major moment of the game was Blake Curry's incredible crossbar hit. Remember that one? It felt like last week. It was that long ago. So much has happened in this first half. But that was a crazy shot, wasn't it?
Oh, it was. They've had 2 that have hit. They've hit the post with. They could have been easily 2 up, but also Minchinbury had the first chance as well before he hit the post, the crossbar. So I'd say that was the clearer chance, but then later on, Minchinbury did get another chance where Danny made a great save, sticking his right foot out. So for me, it's been an even half. I think first 25 minutes was all Minchinbury, but then after that, and you could see Minchinbury were playing for the whistle to get into the shed. I feel like that little bit of change in formation by their coach in the last 5-6 minutes with the 210s going at him felt like it worked. So let's see what happens in the second half.
Jeez, it's been great to watch. I think I really don't know what to expect out of this one. People are asking me all week, what's your prediction? What's your prediction? I predict that I'm going to run out of voice by the end of it, is what I'm predicting. It's been super, super fun.
What is your prediction? What would you say?
Heading into it, my prediction, I don't even remember. I think my prediction would have been Minchinbury Jets, and then I think now I'm changing to extra time and then maybe penalties as well. Although Joel Bayubahe told me that they wouldn't be needing penalties. So let's see. There is one team that are particularly good at penalties because Minchinbury have already emerged victorious in one of them. We'll be back after about 12 minutes or so. Ellie and I are going to spend the next, 12 minutes or so discussing what we should bring you in the pre-second half chat. It is deadlocked between these two stellar first-grade units. Mark Topoli and Ellie El Hakim for you. Do not go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. The second half between these two stellar, example-setting PL2 first-grade teams is about to kick back off. And it has been such a good first half. If you have not been able to tune into the first half, I highly suggest you cancel everything, stop the stream and go back to the start and catch up to where we are now. And of course, if you do that, you can skip through half-time with absolutely no issues on the re-record. Mark DePoli here. Eliel Hakim is just having a little chat with the Doonside boys who are here watching along, potentially preparing to face a prospect team that they could verse next year, should they win their promotion playoff. But it's been an absolute pleasure to bring you this game so far, and the reserve grade game prior to this, and also the 21s grand final tomorrow, and also the first grade grand final in PL1 tomorrow. What a game this has been, though, and as the Mini-Roos teams make their way to the sidelines, some stellar goals scored in that, by the way. What are these two teams going to bring in this second half? Geez, it's been fun, and geez, can I not predict it. I would be unwise to. No changes have seemingly been made in the intermission. Eliel Hakim here to join me once again. We'll get him on the mic very, very soon. Minchinbury Jets now running from right to left across your screen. It will be Prospect running from left to right across yours. Deadlocked it is, Eliel Hakim. Anything from the Doonside boys we should report upon ahead of tomorrow's grand final?
Nah, not much. They're a good bunch of boys. They're just ready. Can't wait.
That first half was exhilarating, good fun. And I cannot believe that there's still 45 minutes left to go. Let's see how much energy these two teams still have. You know what, I'm starting to think it won't be a high goal scoring game. I'm coming to think that it might just be a one-goal game. But the pleasure that we have in this second half as well, that James Cossier will be playing right in front of our eyes, and on cue he gives the ball away twice as he warms up back out of the sheds. Here is Yugo Miyazaki. Prospect looking for a hot start. There's an option out wide. They go through the central channel, cleared away by Eamon Helmy. Again, I remind you, the former Prospect man of 17 years, cut loose at the start of the year. Cossier. Oh! Well, maybe we should stop being so nice to James Cossier. That's a poor start to his second half.
He's coming out with a lot of energy. He'll come for him. As they win the corner here, just having a look out there to see if they're going to still play with 2 10s or not, whether they'll go back to what they were originally playing or actually go after it. Prospect.
We're on such a high at the end of that second half. Forgive me. They're on such a high at the end of that first half, weren't they? And I mean, I was saying that they wouldn't want to go to the sheds, but they've been forced to. Let's see if they can kick off from that momentum. What has Will Kotsiopoulos and his father Stan come up with in the dugouts and in the change rooms? That's a really easy claim for a man of Nishad Wasim's quality. It's been a game where both keepers have been called into action at times. A reminder to leave a like on the stream if you'd be so kind, as Nick Walker gets Prospect crossing the halfway line. Jafar Amin struggled to really get on the ball in the first half, but that's because John Paul George has cemented himself, I think, with this performance as one of the best centre-backs in the league when he decides to play there.
Sure has. He's been very comfortable in that in the first half, and also a ball-playing centre-back. You can see the quality that he had when he is on the ball.
Sid Nadira got that wrong.
Another goal kick. Well, it looks like both teams, no changes?
Correct.
No changes. So I think they're both playing the same, come back out with the same formation. Prospect are going back to 2 6s, so let's see if they try to push on later on. And because I felt like the last 5 to 8 minutes of that first half, they started to get started to dominate a lot. So I would have stuck with that.
Crazy to think it's nearly 10 o'clock here. Oh, Blake Curry has space. He is in space. And Blake Curry still as he heads... Oh, Bouzis with a bit of awkward technique there by the 32-year-old who's recovered from a 8-month playoff injury concern in order to be back fit for this season. Geez, that was a bit deadly there. Another shot on target will be written down. Can you give us a read at what some of the what's the jumping out stat in your opinion?
Oh, the shots on target. I think Minchinbury have had 3 times the amount on target. So I think one of them will eventually go in. That's what I think Prospect should stick with their 2 10s to take it to them, because the way they're sitting back at the moment, the likes of Nicola and Curry, you're not going to be able to keep stopping them. One of them will go in.
Blake Curry for Prospect back in 2022 scored a grand final goal, scored the first of 9 goals in that grand final. Jafar Amin looking to get on the end of this one easy for Nishad Wasim. Blake Curry's gone on to score just the small number of 151 goal contributions in the last 4 and a bit seasons.
I feel like the likes of James and Jaffa got to do a lot more for Prospect in this second half. Very quiet in the first half. Very, very quiet.
Exactly right.
If they want a chance in this second half, they've got to step it up and lead it for their team.
Bang. This second half has started on a bit of a slower note, to be perfectly honest with you. Blake Curry, when he scored his grand final goal in this fixture, those 3 years ago, did it from running right to left across your screen.
Ooh.
Chance for John Lennon.
I feel like in this second half, the team that settles first and takes control of the game will get the better chance. I feel like right now it's just up and down, up and down. Both keepers going very long and not actually trying to play out from the back.
Look at this. This is very PL2 right now. We've gone back to round one, where fitness levels are low. Maybe the sting has been taken out of the game. I think we saw something similar last week, to be fair, with such an intense first half as Nick Valyak getting on the ball, sending it out wide to Camboris, who's just got such a spring in his step towards the back.
Who's there on the back stick?
Is Lennon. Needs to be careful in tracking him. That's James Cossier, by the way. That's the winger against the winger. He's batted into him, James Cossier. Free kick.
Another foul on the edge of the box. Very dangerous.
James Cossier's cut open his elbow too, I think. Or he might have landed awkwardly on his wrist. He's grabbing at that wrist. That's a real big concern for the 19-year-old and one of Prospect's star players.
Hopefully he's all right.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't think he is. He's in a world of pain right now. If it's a wrist injury, he can probably play on, to be fair. And he probably will. But that's an awkward landing that's come off wrong for him.
Hopefully he's okay. They need their best players out there.
Mm-hmm. And this fixture, this match, deserves the best players to play. It's such a blessing that we get to say that both teams' best 11 is out there, barring... I don't think there is barring anybody. I really do think this is the best 11 of both sides, at least that we've seen play consistently this year. So a two-man wall, a short two-man wall of Hugo Miyazaki and James Cossier.
Who's taken it, Evans?
Evan Kossiopoulos towards the back stick. It's not the first time he's gone towards the back stick. Was there a handball there? Blake Curry goes down! Oh! Eastern Road gets a treat. A deploy ball for it to take home.
I was thinking there was going to be a penalty there when the player went down, but clearly there was not much contact. And then that chance, that's a golden chance.
We will watch it back. It's about to come through our live feed now, as Boozers lines up this goal kick to send it a long way away, because Prospect haven't really started this second half all too hot. Towards the back stick.
Curry goes down.
Oh, jeez, that chance coming in there.
But you can sort of see Minchinbury as that goes.
And Cossier's passes ended up... Well, I thought Jafar, was going to be able to keep it in.
You can see Minchinbury on their set plays or their set pieces got a clear outline of what they're trying to do. So where Prospect, I think when they're getting them chances, don't really know where they're going to. So hopefully at halftime their coach has cleared that for them, because they've had a couple of chances in that first half where the quality should have been a little bit better.
Yeah, I think that both teams' front lines have been... But potentially, you could say, even having a slightly off game, because we've seen these two teams score so many goals this year. Oh, Amabile. Rimat's doing really well to ride the challenge and the attempts at a professional foul. It's Camboris. It's still Camboris. It's Nicholas Camboris! That is an absolute stunner! What a way to rip open the grand final, Camboris!
What a goal.
That is disgusting!
Roof off the net. What a shot.
Oh, Camboris, what a way to get your third goal of the season.
Jesus Christ, that was an amazing shot. As we watch it here on the replay, the way he turned him in and turned him out.
Oh, it's pure filth. It is absolutely pure filth. Name me a goalkeeper alive or dead saving that ball.
Danny couldn't do anything about it. That was quality.
Camboris, you freak. Camboris, you genius. And Minchinbury Jets have liftoff in the grand final. It's the new guard over the old guard, at least for the time being.
And then I feel like must be the coaches might have said something, because they've been overloading that right side with him. So playing in a central role to be out there on the right wing.
Right, do you do the modern-day Arteta ball and sit on this lead? Or do you keep going for it? Nicholas Camboris.
Very dangerous just to sit on. They still got to continue to play football. It's going to take more than one goal to win this game. As Blake goes here. But that's your MPL pedigree just shown.
That is the difference between any team at the top of PL1, at the top of PL2. The difference makers are those who have played at the highest level. We've seen it to a ridiculously huge extent in the Women's Premier League this year, which has an incredibly awesome game in Prospect coming up tomorrow. Not quite literally in Prospect, as in Prospect, which will be Kellyville Colts taking on Quakers Hill Juniors for a spot in the final. To meet Holroyd, it's flicked on towards the back stick and should be cleared by Cossier, who's lucky not to have a yellow card to his name, by the way. Off he goes, Cossier. John Lennon closing him down. Cossier crosses the halfway line. He's made about 40 yards here on his own. If he was an NFL player, he'd have a contract real quick. Oh, well stood up there by Viasis.
Hopefully this frees Prospect a little bit and lets them to start playing a little bit higher.
Cossier is not 100%, ladies and gentlemen. There's something wrong with one of the Players of the Year contenders. Miyazaki trying to flick it on with the reverse pass. The Rimat's not really combining there with Eamon. Helmi. Miyazaki goes down. Jafar Amin. Monzier Colmy, who was beaten by Camboris for the goal, wants to make amends. Scottish has helplessly missed that one. Here is John Lennon. Should be fouled here if Prospect are smart, but they've got away with it. Camboris, the man who's won this grand final so far. Adam Dunn in an unfamiliar position. In fact, forgive me, it was Nick Walker. Jafar Amin and the 35-year-old goalkeeper, Wassim, in quick.
Brilliant. Was on his toes there. Covered his back line brilliantly there. Made their life a lot easier.
You know what the best part about this is, Ellie? We have more than 30 minutes left to go.
That's been a fast 10 minutes. Feels like it goes so fast up here.
It really does. Minchinbury currently winning the midfield battle. There's a reason why Camboris is one of the first names on the combined 11 between these two in the podcast. Here he goes again, Camboris. He's taken Blake Curry's hairstyle and ran with it in this grand final.
Say 55 minutes in, I think he's the MVP at the moment.
Oh, most certainly. Monzier Combi goes down. Most recent match of the round goal was a left-footed stunner down this end of the pitch where Camboris got his goal. It was an equally as good one too. Well done there by John Paul George. Has not put a foot wrong. And off goes Nunes. He's quick. He's rapid. He's got a good pass on him too. Right. It's Blake Curry to turn Deliveroo. It's been blocked by Buckley. Well done.
Feels like Minchinbury aren't sitting back. They're actually going for it, which is, I think, the right football to play. I think 1-0's not enough at the moment.
Concern here or just a change of the laces for Eamon Helmi?
It's just the laces. Maybe a bit of cramp. No, he's fine.
He's just having a seat. That's okay.
You're actually not allowed to do that.
Well, there you go tell him, Ellie. He's back to his feet now. He must have heard you. Evan Kotsiopoulos raises one hand. Delivers that ball, and that's a really good ball to Nunes. And then Lennon, twisting, turning, 2 match of the round assists to his name. What about a goal in the grand final? Across the face of goal. Wow, what a ball. And what a clearance. Amabile, the second one to it. Camboris in a foot race here with Nadira. And boom, away they go. And Camboris had the yardage on him, and he twists and turns and wins a foul, does he? Nope, just a throw-in. Prospect, play it quickly, lads. Oh, and another decision that Prospect and their technical area feel has gone against them.
Feels like Prospect just hasn't come out of the sheds, eh? They were a lot more dominant in the last 5 to 8 minutes in that first half. They've come out of the sheds real slow and it's cost them a goal. They've got to pick it up. They want to stay in this game because Minchinbury just looks like they're playing for their lives out there right now.
Once again, I'll say it again. That first half finished too quickly for Prospect.
It did. They needed another 5 minutes there.
Exactly the words that were about to be uttered by me.
But the game does swing, so they will get their chances.
Danger. Jafar Amin. Given away by John Paul George on cue. Jafar Amin. Cleared by Helmy, but there has to be a yellow card given here. Prospect had the decision they've been craving.
Definitely yellow card. No, nothing.
Interesting.
Wow.
Almost stopping what seemed like a guaranteed chance on goal. Anyway, Adam Dunn only has 1 goal to his name this year. That's a really good ball in! Oh!
Goal.
It's the most sensational cross by Dunn!
Goal.
He didn't even start in the most recent game, and now he's got a crazy cross that was met at the back stick.
Brilliant ball, brilliant. They just put it down, played it fast, caught them sleeping. And like I said, it's a game of chances and momentum just swung their side. Look at that.
Is absolutely sensational. It looks like running it in the back stick. It's the man who's got himself another match of the round goal. It is Jafar Amin. He is 18 years old. He has 7 goals in now 9 games. And in the grand final, we are tied between the 2 best of PL2 this season. Ellie, what a game.
There's the quality for you. Been quiet all game, but that one touch, he's put his team back in it.
I'm sorry, man. That is one of the best crosses I have ever seen. It bounced 3 or 4 times, and no Minchinbury Jet got anywhere near it, and they've stalled.
Minchinbury can blame Jason for not giving a yellow there because it definitely would have slowed it down.
You cheeky bugger.
Worked out for them.
Got a lot of love coming in here from Connor Gilbert, your goalkeeper.
Oh.
Is that James Cossier, by the way? We've completely ignored what's happened here.
Yeah, I think he fell over his ankle. So,
well, if he had concerns with injury before, he's got concerns with injury for sure now.
oh, what a game we got. Wow, 30 minutes to go, 1-1. What's your prediction for me?
My prediction is I'm going to assume that my mother is watching this. Could you please prepare a honey tea for me when I get home? Because I'm running out of voice. That's what I'm predicting. A honey tea would be lovely. In all seriousness, I think Prospect will ride this wave. Prospect were my favourites. I do remember now, but I did actually say that Prospect will win this game earlier on in the afternoon.
I think I'm going to go against you. I think Minchinbury were unlucky. They just got caught out there napping a little bit. But I do think Minchinbury will come home the stronger. But like I said, game of momentum. It swung both ways. First 10 minutes, you could say it was all Minchinbury. They probably could have had 2 goals. The one that got skied onto Eastern Road. And then Prospect, like I said, quick free kick. And got him on that back post.
I don't mean to be a dampener here, but why on earth is the St John's Paul ambulance, who are situated no more than 5 metres from the incident right now, not involved in helping the well-being of one of the players?
I don't think they're allowed to come onto the pitch.
Are they really not?
No, they're not. It's only match officials. It's only if the referee calls them on.
Oh, well, I take it back. Lucky you know the rules.
No, we've been in that situation before, so they only attend for crowd and if asked to go onto the pitch.
Well, ask him, because clearly Prospect are going to need a change now.
Well, they're playing without him, so I'm surprised about that. They should be waiting for him.
So it's actually, after all that, it was not James Cossier, who's come central because he's wearing the number 9 jersey. Of course, he's still out there. The person who's injured is the man who just put them back in the game. It's Jafar Amin. He's come off. That is so unfortunate. So Jafar Amin, well, again, currently down to playing with just 10. Prospect are going to try and ride this out and hope that their man is okay. But I actually cannot replay on our Facebook stream. I can't scroll back because it's a live feed. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but I'm going to assume that he fell rather awkwardly, and those are always the worst kinds of ones. Hopefully he is okay. Jafar Amin, if that's the way that your grand final ends, what a way for it to end.
Let's hope not. He's a great player, and his team's going to need him, so hopefully he gets back up.
Well, obviously he said to his boys, just give me a sec, lads, as that one's put into touch and almost takes out Jeff Chakal. Wow.
Yeah, good old Jeff.
Why is no one from the crowd getting that ball for Sebastian Villasis? Is beyond me.
That's a good point.
Why are all the Doonside players, are they resting, are they?
They're hearing it for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Maybe Prospect will be here tomorrow and not give it back to them.
They'll take the ball and run away with it. All right, sent out wide square. Let's get back into the swing of things. Still playing down with 10 men up, Prospect currently. Something they've had to do on 2 occasions this season, as Nadira, such a hard worker. There's the man who provided the assist, maybe the greatest grand final assist we've seen, certainly so far at least. Jeez, what a ball. And how lucky for Adam Dunn to have that footage now for the rest of his life, right in front of the camera. Bet you he hasn't played a better cross like that than that in his entire life.
Yeah, that was a great cross. And you know what? Great crosses are made by the players that attack them as well, not give up on them. So hopefully Jaffa gets up and is able to join his team, but doesn't look good at the moment.
There's a stretcher being taken by St John's ambulance now onto the pitch. So prospects are likely to bring on one of, John Sarkos or Kual Shoal. The latter is just a teenager. We're talking younger than Lamine Yamal.
Well, both teams will have fresh players because they both didn't play in reserve grade today. So whoever comes on might be a difference as well. Who goes the long balls played.
Game's had a sting taken out of it a little bit, hasn't it? With just that big break in play.
Have they made the change?
I don't think they have.
No, not yet. Still playing with a player down.
Crazy.
Just playing 3 in the middle and 3 up top. Oh, sorry, I mean 3 in the middle and 2 up top. So I'm playing with the other 10 at the moment.
Minchinbury, of course, not really known for their strong reserve grade side. The real options off the bench are Logan Mabry, formerly of Doonside and Workers. Anthony Albazi is among it too.
Very unlucky there, Curry.
And Mobile's done so well, though. 2 of the Player of the Year contenders coming together there. How quick is Monzier coming? That's going to hold up for him, Monzier's just about ran out of space.
Look at the speed there.
Jeez,
Wow.
he's quick. You can see why Workers were a fan of him back in the day.
That's one that they let slip. Sad scenes here.
Yeah, Jafar Amin being wheelied. Not quite sure what the injury is. It's Monzier Komi still down to 10. At what point are Prospect going to bring on a player?
Unless they must think he can get back up.
Nadira. Past V assist this time.
Brilliant. There's another corner.
He's been really good, Sid Nadira.
That's their 3rd corner in this half. So let's see if they can actually do something from it this time.
Love that from you. The quality that you get from Blacktown Premier League Grand Final commentary. The ball is put in over Wissam. Goal kick, says Jason McManus.
That little touch on it just disturbed it. Wasn't able to get a good touch on it.
Looks like Yugo Miyazaki's occupying the left. In fact, it's not Yugo Miyazaki. Have they made the change? Am I completely missing something here? No, that looks like a change, indeed. So, I think the number 16 has come on. That would be Ali Faniad.
Yes, they have made the change.
There we go. So, it's back to 11 v 11, and the score is still 1-1, of course. Off the bench still to come for Prospect is a man who was playing some Pats 13s football no more than 4 years ago. You've got Kual Shoal, who made a match of the round debut when they last played against Glenwood. You might remember it was at this very venue too.
Another corner here to Prospect. Starting to mount up. Minchinbury got to be very careful.
Minchinbury have not been behind in this game. Prospect, of course, have not been in front. They've got 1 win against each other this year in 2 meetings. Historically, Prospects have been the better of the 2 teams, but obviously vastly different club these days. Towards the very deep backstick, almost the edge of the box there as Blake Curry heads it away. This could be good. And Mabile! Ooh, that was going on target, Blocked off. Curry had a hand involved there.
That was travelling. Blake's got to get into the game a little bit more. He's been very quiet this second half.
Can't get him the ball. Perhaps Joel Bayubahe and the plan he said that he had for snuffing out Blake Curry is coming to fruition, it seems. Oh, and Yugo Miyazaki knew that was a big chance. So they have a 16-year-old and a 17-year-old to come off the bench. Kual Shoal is the 16-year-old and he is till 12 September. Freaky to say that a kid born in, are you ready for this? 2008. Wow. Could be playing in a grand final. He started 2 games as Kual.
Jeez. So young.
And the 17-year-old Hamza Mela, I should say Malia, has come off the bench last week.
That's the beauty of PL2, gives these players them chances that they wouldn't get in a PL1 team.
And if you're Prospects NPL side, by the way, watching this, You've got to be, you're going to be watching it with beady eyes, I'm sure.
Sure will be. How are they going in their competition?
No idea, because the best league in the world is right in front of us.
That's it.
I think Prospect are actually on the cusp of going up. Actually, the playoff is actually what I heard.
It's good to see Blacktown teams doing well in that competition. Same
Indeed
with Spartans.
What a great year. 2-1 until the 90th minute against the Wanderers' first grade team on Wednesday night.
That was very good.
Great stuff to see. Oh, Lennon, if he hadn't hit the ground there, Minchinbury were away. Adam Dunn, has he got another whip on him? Nadira being closed down by Viasis. No, John Lennon has stayed down, and now he's back up.
Yeah, it feels like momentum swung now. The last 5 to 10 minutes, it's all been Prospect.
Crazy to think, though, that they lost a player, were forced into a sub, and that's what's resulted.
That's what grand finals are all about, moments. 2 grabs it. As the ball goes
Chance! Big chance! Oh. What a save by the 3-time Premier League winner at Doonside.
Great save.
Wow. Huge save. In fact, I'm going to take it back. There's been a change of shirt numbers. It is Hamza Malia that is on the pitch. So the recently turned 17-year-old, turned 17 in early May, is on the pitch to become one of the youngest players in grand final BDSFA livestream history. Well done, son.
Well done. Great achievement. He's only 17 as well.
Cossier was critical in the run into their finals push. Nicely done there by Eamon Helmy.
Minchinbury feel like they've just stopped playing. Not sure what's happened. They came out the first 10 minutes on fire.
This is the crazy thing that can happen when there are stoppages of length in play.
That's right.
Viasis, the left back, making a Jean Cancelo-esque run. Camboris, who broke the game open, now he's giving it away. Hero to 0 moment, but then he's won it back. Back to Hero he is, and off they go up against Amambile. And then giving it away with Monzir Komi, and then the man who provided the assist for Jafar Amin's equaliser has triveled that towards the 17-year-old, and Malia has lost out, unfortunately.
Feels like Minchinbury just sitting and watching their number 6 instead of moving off the ball for him. It's like he's expecting him to do everything.
Madira's not kept that in, but look at the space he would have ran into.
If Minchinbury want to get ahead in this game, the likes of Nicola and Blake Curry have got to get more involved. I have not seen them touch the ball or combine at all in this second half.
Well, Nicola's only, I'll remind you, he's only played 10 games this year. He's had a really, really interrupted time.
Yeah, he did have a long injury where he was out for about 6 to 8 weeks. But he has played the end of the season, the last 5 to 6 games. So
I would also call on the former Prospect MPL representative wearing the 51 jersey for Minchinbury, Nick Valiak. I can't remember a time he's touched the ball since really the Danny Boozer save on the 30th odd minute.
That's right.
It's been nearly 40 since then.
That's right.
Ooh. Lennon, Nadira. The little tussle there, isn't it? Good to watch.
I feel like they just got to change something a little bit more to get the likes of Nicola and Blake Curry.
They need somebody off the bench because it's not working right now. And even if it's...
Here we go. Blake.
That is an exceptional ball by John Lennon. They've done this before, these two in a match of the round. Blake Curry towards the near post. Bootis rolling.
Great save. Well, there you go. That's the quality that Blake has in him. Half a chance.
John Lennon might just be the best assist provider in this entire league. He is capable of some freakishly good little cuts and reversals like that.
That was brilliant. And when you have Blake running like that, I think he needs to do a bit more than that. Ball to feet at the moment are going to be working for him. He's got to be starting to get in behind and in between the lines.
2 hands ways this time by Evan Kotsiopoulos. That means it's to the near post, I would imagine. Something planned at the training ground. Blake Curry! Oh, what a save! Bruises, his legs come to the rescue. Wow.
That was brilliant. You can see Minchinbury's actually practiced their set plays. You can see that nearly there could have been a game changer.
That was it. That was a massive moment in the game with 18 minutes left to go.
Brilliant. And to be honest, for no one to track Blake Curry there,
don't do that again.
Do not give him another chance like that.
Oh, JP George. Amabile. Not quite been his best night, Andrew Amabile. But he has such high standards.
That's all right. Still 20 minutes to go. He can definitely be a game changer. Just takes one play. Someone's gone down.
Rimats. Monzier. Comey. Out wide to the 17-year-old. The first man off the bench in this game. Malia twisting and turning. Laying it square across the 18-yard box. Viasis read it really well. It is all prospect. Minchinbury. Will Kotsiopoulos put something, make a change. Tell a player to go down and stop momentum in this one. Because you need a change because prospects are about this. It feels exactly like the end of the first half.
I think it just needs to be a big tackle, just something to change momentum at the moment. I feel like Minchinbury just going through the process. Something needs to inspire him and something needs to change quick.
Oh, they're getting in their own way. Costi is not the man you want to give it to. At the back stick is Malia, by the way.
Well done. Well done.
Really, really well done. Oh, and now another injury concern in the same spot. The exact same spot. But Minchinbury just causing all their own problems. Have we got a repeat set here?
Hope he's all right.
Jeez, not again, prospect. You poor things.
Feels like the exact same way that the other injury happened.
Let's have a look here. So Costi receives the long throw. Helmy and Viasis nowhere to be seen. Costi goes down awkwardly and then gets just slightly landed on. So Helmy's weight goes through him. Look at all these guys chatting here in the centre circle, by the way. Yeah, what were you going to say, sorry?
He's got back up, so...
Oh, great. Well, I'm glad.
Very good.
My view slightly obstructed for the time being. Right, and underway we are. So Minchinbury keen to play this quickly. Don't forget, this is only 1-1, people. There is no need to rush either side. I don't mind going to extra time. Who needs sleep?
Could be here till 11 o'clock.
Don't mind it. Keep those lights on. Ooh. Just want to give a quick shout out to Nick Walker here, by the way. 28-year-old was meant to be a reserve grade centre-back. He's pushed into first grade halfway through the season, and he's been a rock. Honestly, he's been a rock.
He's been amazing today.
Oh, Costi. Sliding challenge was really good by JP George. Sid Nadira. That is an exceptional pass to Hugo Miyazaki! Oh, he snatched.
That's so much time there. So much time. That is a golden chance. So much time. Someone needed to yell it out to him. Oh, just on the replay.
But again, what is Minchinbury doing? Like, for Camboris to be beaten off the ball, maybe he needs to be subbed off. That's not the first time he's done that. That's a lovely weighted pass there. Oh my God. Wrong side. Should have gone across the face of the keeper.
Literally had 5 metres to work with. Could have walked that in. Unlucky.
Jets hanging on by a thread here. They're running out of fuel, it seems. Maybe that week off will hurt them, but Valiak running and Buckley recovering. He is quicker than most out there on the pitch, but Valiak hustling hard again.
Force for Curry.
Curry's been taken down! Curry goes down again! Now he's piggybacking everybody, but it's still Blake Curry. Miyazaki turning into danger, winning a free kick exceptionally well done.
Loving it, but Jason's leading on play today, so...
Yellow card for dissent. Camboris unhappy, but the frustrations of a poor team performance in the last 10 minutes is coming into play for the man who opened the goal scoring here.
15 minutes left, 14 minutes to go. I think both teams got a... Very close. Was that on the edge or outside?
I would have thought the contact occurred in the box, you know. Blake Curry's smart enough to leave a trailing leg in there. But
very close. Jason didn't call that. He had the better view, but...
Tell you what, that would be a crazy way to win or lose a grand final, you know, in the corner of the 18-yard box. That one's been sent to Anna Aquilina.
A penalty is a penalty.
Penalty is a penalty.
Doesn't matter where it is. A millimetre in, still a penalty. Well, 13 minutes left to go. I think it's a team that composes well and wins the midfield battle will end up winning this game. And that might go into 120 minutes. Something like what happened to us last week.
I was saying in reserve grade, you happy to accept a greater percentage of pay if we go in extra time, Ellie?
We do this for the love of football.
I also like getting paid, I'm not going to lie to you.
Now everyone's going to want to be here on tomorrow when they're getting paid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wonder why Matty Hubbard's been doing it for the last 3 weeks.
Getting the Melbourne Storm 2012 treatment. Long ball sent. Forgive me, I think I should say 09. Anyway, back in behind again. Viasis living dangerously. That won't count as a back pass, but Wasim's opted to clear it.
Offside.
Okay. That was well done in the end by the right choice by the former Schofield Scorpions. Sydney Uni Fairfield Bulls and Fiji Youth International captain at 17s, 20s and Olympic qualifying level.
The good thing about being up here, you actually get to scope the whole pitch, and you can see such a big gap now starting to occur between the midfield and the defensive line. Midfield's really gone up into the attacking line.
Absolutely right, which is why, you know, I never make any mistakes in predictions because I get such a great view up here and I can see everything. Like, for example, the Jeopardy Jets. Yeah, that was a good call, Marco.
Great call.
Yeah, you know, a sick one, honestly.
Nice.
Strange. Monzir Comey looking a little fatigued there. I think it's hitting both of these two teams' arduous, long season.
Seeing what Minchinbury, what subs they bring on, they still haven't made a sub, and I feel like there's a couple of boys out there that are getting a bit tired, but I'm not sure. Do they have the quality on the bench?
Logan Mabry is the obvious attacking choice, but I mean, look at how good this man has been in parts. Blake Curry, you're never going to take off.
No, you wouldn't.
Valyak is the only real option because he's only played, you know, this being his 8th game. Well done there by Eamon Helmy.
Game's starting to open up a lot.
Yep.
There's going to be a chance or two here. It's just who takes their chance.
A lot more kick chase at the moment. A lot more kick chase.
Minchinbury have to start dominating again in the midfield. They did it amazingly in the first 5-10 minutes, but...
Adam Dunn, he's had one good cross today. Monzir Comey and Nadir are threatening Hugo Miyazaki.
Very dangerous with his crossing.
Where has this come from? He's been a centre-back, and if not, a number 6. For about 4 years. Look at the wind out there, by the way. It's crept back in, so it was threatening before the reserve grade game. That was a 6 o'clock kickoff. Wasim can't even take a kick right now. Look at it, it's going on its merry way again.
Just picked up.
He's going to kick into it now. You've got to hit it low and flat. Oh, it's holding up, it's holding up, it's holding up.
Still got it far enough.
Yeah, he's done well, to be fair. Kamboris is on the yellow, don't forget now, by the way. Lennon trying to flick it behind for Valyak. I think Valyak for Logan Mabry is my choice for a change.
Boy, he has gone down now.
Oh, no, Lennon's gone down. Well, it looks like they might be forced into one. This time the cross has come in from Nadira, the young'un. Monzir, back to the teenager! You star! You bona fide star!
I cannot believe the 17-year-old.
Hamza Malia has just brought the house down in incredible fashion. 17!
Wow. 17-year-old could have just brought the premiership home.
Wow!
As we watch it on the replay.
Oh, wow!
Wow. What a finish.
This kid, what a way to make yourself a hero. He's only had one goal prior to this in an 8-0 thrubbing of Oakville. The 17-year-old has played 25 games across all 3 grades this year. This is only his first year at the club. He probably wants a spot in the NPL team. Give it to him.
Wow.
Give it to him.
Special players always come at the right time. He's a special kid. Very young. Look at the crowd running on and celebrating. Wow.
Wow. I think Minchinbury Jets are a little upset. He might have been offside is the call that I'm already receiving from my around the ground journalists. It's the old guard, led by some young blood, doing it against their older Rezzies friends. They can still teach them a thing or two. They've got their own young'uns to lead the way. This is going to be the greatest last 9 minutes of the season. Ellie, you go look back on it at YouTube.
I'm actually just seeing an announcer to see if it was actually offside.
Wow. Remember the name and remember where you were, Hamza Malia. Wasn't even meant to be on the pitch, perhaps. A forced sub and a star is born.
No, it was offside.
Oh, you're kidding.
Clearly.
Oh, what a chance! Nadir to seal it! Oh, no. And that's got to inspire Minchinbury. Minchinbury, you must go to your bench.
Jeez, that is a very tough call. That is a clear offside.
Can I see it, please?
The whole line stepped up.
Just in the next break of play, maybe just pause it for a second. Blake Curry. Minchinbury needs to bring on some players quick, smart. Blake Curry's lost out. Look at the space in behind. No one back. Nadira, Kossier in the box. Well defended.
Minchinbury a bit rattled at the moment. They've sort of composed themselves. There's a lot to...
Players down in prospect colours. Oh, Monzier Comey, I mean, you're a superstar.
But
it might be very tight. I don't have an opinion. Honestly, I can barely see straight right now. I yelled so loud at that last goal.
But great finish.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Great finish.
How composed can you be?
17-year-old to finish in such a big game. Wow. Credit
Delivered in by Nadira towards the front post. I cannot believe, finally with 7 minutes to go, 5 minutes to go almost, Minchinbury Jets are going to go to their bench. It feels like a game that in the last 20 minutes has been thrown away, and if they don't find something off of the bench and find it very, very quickly, I think they're going to look back on this and have regrets. You don't want to come out of a grand final and have regrets, but you've been static at times in the last 20 minutes. You do have quality off the bench. Logan Maybury has had an injury-riddled season. Bring him on. I know he's only got one goal this year, but there's fire in the belly there. Bring them on. Like, this prospect team are killing you. Jonathan Lennon is going off. It looks like Seb Vias is coming off as well, the left back. They're going to push and push hard. No, Seb Vias is still on, forgive me. John Paul George has come off.
They might be going 3 in the back.
So, Logan Maybury, and that looks to me like Michael Asabre. Logan Maybury. In fact, no, that won't be Michael Asabre. That looks to me like it will be Anthony El-Badzi. I'll confirm with you in just a moment.
I don't think it is. Still 10 minutes to go with a bit of stoppage time, so...
Amabile, well done there by Andrew Nunes, who looks like he's come to play centre of back 3, perhaps? Side fire Grays against Prospect, who are this close to a grand final. Win.
Wow, if they do actually win it, the confidence that they'll take into that playoff game against the Tigers.
And Tigers are right here down to our right watching in the tent, prepare for tomorrow's 21's grand final, but it has some new scouting here tonight. And you know what? If you're a Tiger, you're watching this and you're a little scared. This prospect team are here to kill. Nunes.
Here we go.
Nunes with the Ozil scoop.
Blake's got to come a bit more central, too wide out there. It's just getting isolated at the moment.
I cannot believe how quickly Minchinbury have fallen away. I really do think, Ellie, the week off might have hurt them. And how many times do we say that?
Yeah, it might have, but don't write them off. There's still 10 minutes, you know. Good teams just find the way to win. So, to me, it's going to go down to the final whistle. They're going to go hard. You're going to see the likes of Nicola and Curry come more into it. Or I hope they do, because they've been really quiet in this second half. And they've had great years, so I hope the best of them comes out in the next 10 minutes.
Free kick for the Prospect boys. And those fans on that far side, the majority of them, Prozzy, are looking and imagining a grand final. Blake Curry currently having a chat to Adam Dunn. It feels like another team that went ahead. Do you remember how they went ahead and it was such a great celebration, and it just feels like they have fallen off since then. It is El-Badzi, by the way, in the 88, who's come on, and Logan Maybury in 77, by the way.
Great ball in.
Cleared away.
Next ball, seconds.
El-Badzi's there. Handball was the claim. Handball not going to be given. It's Nadira full of running. Excuse the French word from the crowd. This is it. This has to be it. Get on your bike. Minchinbury Jets. El-Badzi, who's just come onto the pitch, has just honked it forward.
That isn't the right football. They need to hold and play from. They've got the players to do it.
Bang! See you later. Off to Mac as you go. Lucky you hit the tree if you're a Minchinbury Jets fan. 2 minutes left to go in normal time. I can imagine about 5 to be added on. Let's see how kind Jason is feeling. El-Badzi. 1 goal this season, 8 assists for Anthony El-Badzi.
Prospect are doing everything they need to do at the moment correct. Coach has got got them playing very well. Very structured at the moment. It's going to be hard for Minchinbury to actually get through.
Rimats.
There you go. Oh,
And
we go.
Boris
Here we go.
Valiak into the box. Probably need to be careful here. Maybury.
Cool.
Buckley. Throw in it'll be.
Well saved.
Jets take it quickly, flicked into a dangerous
my
area
God.
by a prospect jersey. Curry with his back to goal. Come out here to Anthony Albazi. Flying save. Daniel Bouzas. The 32-year-old has still got it.
That was an awkward run. Had a bit of a deflection, a bit of backspin on it.
It was just looping into the top corner. Minchinbury need to put some numbers in the box. Nishad Wasim is halfway up the pitch. It's in towards the front stick. Oh my gosh.
What happened
So
there?
it's been called a dead ball.
They're doing
Oh,
a sub.
Minchinbury trying to make subs while their own team's trying to score a goal.
What's going on here?
Is that Michael Asabre who's come on? Well, he's clearly very tall, the 25-year-old. In he comes. He's got heights. Will he be an instant hero? Michael Asabre was there. Oh, man, he got close.
Very close. Very unlucky there.
Holy smoke. The Nicholas Bentner versus Spurs moment nearly recreated in the BL2 Grand Final.
Don't even wait for him to set himself.
Holy wow. By the way, to the person who was asked, is Jafar okay? I cannot confirm to you. I will as soon as I know, if I am to find out soon. Looks like Nick Sarkos might be coming on for a short stint at the end to help see this result out. I would love this game to go into extra time just because it's been so good. But off goes 18-year servant Sid Nadira. Good on you, young man, 23 years old, 18 of them spent here. What a performance and what a time he's had on this pitch. This is little old Nick Sarkos, fresh off the back a couple of months ago from his first amateur boxing win. Congratulations to him. 1-0 he is, and he might have a grand final to go with a stellar sporting season for him and his fam.
As we hit the last minute, probably about 4 to 5 minutes, I think stoppage time's been a bit of subs. Minchinbury need to grow another leg here.
This could be it. This could be it. It's Valiak. It's Valiak. It's Valiak! It's deflected. It's saved. Well done, Danny Bouzas. You hold on to that ball for all life is worth. We're into added on time.
That was a great chance, just didn't strike it well.
Your guess is as good as mine as to how long there may still be. Oh, this is it. The grand final could be won right here. Cossier just stalled on the ball. And now away they go. Full of running
Curry
as the
down
man
the line.
against his former
There goes
club.
Blake. There goes Blake.
Blake Curry. Anton Scottish sends it into next week, but it's...
Anton's been amazing.
That'll be a yellow for Adam Dunn, quite clearly. Very, very smart to kick the ball away there. They're calling for numbers to go forward. Every single number forward bar Wasim in goal. The long throw by Blake Curry towards the near post. Oh, it almost fell to a white jersey. Kotsiopoulos, the captain, whips it in. It's gone high. Asabre playing as a centre-back striker, it seems. El Batzi, who's just come off the bench, leaves it here for Nishad Wasim. The 35-year-old launches it long. Dying moments of the game. Embers trying to refuel the Jets. Off the Jets. Contact with the head. Prospect will eat up 60 seconds here. Beautifully well done. Super brave by...
Minchinbury's still got a bit of time. They just need to keep playing, put the ball on the ground, spread it out wide, try open them up because they're very compressed in the middle at the moment. Prospect are doing a great job defensively and structurally.
Just the feeling just seeps out of the game with that 30-second stoppage.
If Prospect do win, it comes down to that back line. First goal was set up with one of their centre-backs, so...
The boxer's got to keep it in the corner here. He's gone to hook it in instead because there's a free man in Kossier. Monzir Komi is there. Great touch out of the sky. This to seal the game. Go hold it in the corner, young man who won the game. Offside flag. Well, that time it was raised, and Minchinbury Jets might have been hoping it came 10 minutes ago. He stayed down, though.
Pretty sure Jason will be adding the right amount of time.
He has never been one to call games early, Jason. To my experience.
I think Minchinbury here with this minute, that's going to just need to speak to each other. Yes, every time they go up there, it just feels like, you know, they're just not icing it at the moment. They've had chances, but they've got quality. At any time, this can all change.
We are 3 minutes into added on time, and Prospect are almost there. The rebuilding season. Blake Curry was a saviour so often. More goals than games played this year. A Sabre into the mix. Down goes Amabile, doesn't feel a thing, does the Italian stallion. Camboris, who scored so long ago now, whipped in. Dunn, whose assist was so pivotal. And it's been cleared, he's offside. He's not offside. He's not offside to seal the grand final. Cossi, still Cossi.
That was
Jimmy, you saviour. Jimmy from Dubbo. Jimmy for Prospect.
I'm not gonna say too much, but let's just have a look at that. Look, clearly, oh my God, clearly offside. Wow.
I don't know. We don't know where that ball was played. The footage doesn't show, but Jimmy saves. Jimmy saves another goal for the man who in his first season will have an everlasting impact. Goal number 13 at the greatest time any Prospect player could have possibly dreamed. It's a grand final. Like it or not, Prospect are united once again.
Great finish. Got to give it to him. Keeper, well done on the first save, but then the follow-up. Great finish. Went opposite side and clearly finished it. From my naked eye, it did look offside, but anyway, I wasn't watching the ball. The linesman had a better watch from it from the start.
Wow. And Minchinbury just pumped numbers forward, but to what? Oh, maybe that's why. And maybe that's why. Oh, 3-2.
Yeah.
What on earth is going on?
What is going on?
Oh my gosh, the kickoff glitch. The kickoff glitch. You predicted 3-3. We're on track.
Still on.
We're 5 minutes into added on time. What on earth is going on, Prospect? Well, Jimmy the Jet's now got a winner to his name, but how much longer? Cossier plays it. Prospect look to hit corners. That they do. Sarkos is fresh.
Ooh.
That's the grand final. Game, set, match. It's one of the craziest games we've ever called. Prospect are united again. What a footballing match. What a grand final. And the old guard emerge victorious over the new guard, thanks to their own young blood.
Wow, what a game. This second half had it all. 5 goals. Onside, offside. They took their chances at the end of the day. 17-year-old. What a goal.
I mean, it's a shame the winning tagline doesn't go to the 17-year-old Hamza Malia, but it feels like it was his win. Either way, James Cossier's 94th minute goal was then followed up by a 95th minute equalizer, but that doesn't even begin to describe the kind of game we've just watched. I mean, Camboris' goal to start things was incredible. You have to feel for Minchinbury Jets, who feel like some decisions have gone against them in this game. Only a VO and a proper recording will be able to tell. But it's Prospect. It is Prospect. 12 months ago, they were forfeiting football matches, Ellie. And now they are winning a grand final, and they might find themselves back in the First Division.
Wow, what a story that would be, to go down and after 1 year come up. Wow. Great game today, from both sets the same. Let's Minchinbury as well. They played their heart out today. Very unlucky, but like you said, the curse of that 1 week off.
It rings true. It's not the first time it's happened. It's happened every single year to one of the teams across the divisions. I mean, maybe that's a small sample size, but oh my gosh. Look, you really cannot tell from the replay. I don't think there are any VOs around here, so we'll have to go off security camera footage if you like, but to my money, Cossey looked like he timed his run. It would be silly for him to have not been inside his own half. He's a person who knows the footballing rules quite clearly. I think he might have timed it okay, because by the time my eyes came to him, he was already gone and the ball had long been played. To my knowledge, it looked onside. I'm not 100% sure. What I am sure of, though, is that Jimmy's winner is the reason my Prospect are going to be singing long into the night. And you know what, boys? You deserve it. I mean, last time we were here in a grand final, it was 3 years ago. You lost 4-0 after a promotion-clinching season on the final kick of the 2022 season. Now you're here with a grand final. Joel Bayubahe, just wanted to say, by the way, you have made Prospect a machine, and you have made them whole again. Eli El Hakim, as someone who has coached the team for a long time, led them to success, for a guy to come in and do it in 1 year from a team that was, again, being forfeiting from games a year ago, that is not easy, correct?
Great, man. Congratulations to Prospect, the whole soccer club, Brian Villa as well, who runs it down there. That is a great effort to what happened to him last year, basically having 13, 14 players for 2 grades and having to forfeit matches to where they are today. And like I said, I don't know the coach that well, but I would see out there every player was playing for him today. And like I said, tactically, he did a great job today. I think he worked out how to mark the big players for Minchinbury and did him very well. And like you said, he trusted his young boys off the bench, and they did the job for him.
Unbelievable footballing match.
17-year-old.
Unbelievable footballing match.
Wish I was that good when I was 17.
Yeah, I wish my back felt like it did when I was 17. Ellie, let's talk about a couple more things. I mean, there's no point even talking about the first half. The game had 5 goals in the second half. The game had 3 goals in the last 5 minutes, which is just crazy. Well, the last 10 minutes, I should say. Where does that rank among entertainment spectacles you've seen in the last couple of years?
No, it was definitely entertaining. Had everything in that second half. Right calls, wrong calls. We can't see him as live. But the referee, I felt the referees had a great game. I thought Jason was really good, very quiet. Didn't see much of him. Let the game play. But what a spectacle! If this is a little bit of what we're going to get tomorrow, wow.
Yeah, I can only hope that the ladies and gentlemen that were watching along in the stream get the chance to come and watch the action tomorrow. This is why you tune into Blacktown Premier League, because I promise you most of, if not, at least 90% of the games have a feeling close to this. Yes, this was a grand final. Yes, there were so many late goals, but the feeling in these games are incredible. I just want to give my commiserations to Minchinbury Jets. It should not be forgotten that this team did not exist 12 months ago. Forget Prospect having a team and a lot of their players sticking around. Minchinbury Jets did not exist as a club. And the fact that they've gone from a league title to a grand final appearance and a really good performance in it too for whole large parts, when they eventually flush out that reserve grade and bump it up, they are an absolute one of 2 or 3 favourites next year to go up. They are a scary team with, in my opinion, the best player in the comp. And even though maybe we didn't see the best of all of them tonight, I mean, it could have been so different. A crossbar was hit, a post was hit, an incredible first half save. Who knows? What I do know is that they are a scary team, and credit to Will Kotziopoulos and the whole Kotziopoulos clan really for keeping this side together.
Yeah, that as well, yeah.
It's been really stellar to watch. I mean, a quick word on your old Resi's boys.
Oh, yeah, just unlucky. I feel for him because this is, Blake's lost 2 with me, and then this is another one today, and I think he lost 1 with Prospect, so that's 4 that he's lost now in a row. So my heart breaks for him because he's such a good kid. He puts all his heart in there, but can't fault Prospect. They just that second half. Felt the last 5 to 8 minutes, like I said, 10 minutes. They needed that half to keep going, but it didn't. And then second half came out, it was all Minchinbury. They probably should have scored 2 or 3 goals and took advantage of that dominance. But as you can see him celebrate.
There's Jafar. Jafar is okay, so it's a good thing that he's not off to hospital. He's definitely injured, the poor 18-year-old, but a night dominated and headlined by a bunch of young stars. Prospect have got that mix perfectly. You've got the likes of Amabile, who's 23, and Kossier, who's, young, and then you've got the kid who scored, Hamza Malia, 17. Nadir was only 23. There's such talent in this squad. Ellie, let's wrap it up. Let's go home. Let's go celebrate with these Prospect boys too and give some handshakes to Mincho. Stellar co-commentary debut for you. I'd have you back anytime, if not to replace me at some point, please. This is exactly what we need. Absolutely wonderful to get equally as committed voices onto this podcast, and local voices too. You've smashed it tonight. Had good reviews coming in on my phone all night, so I really do appreciate your time. And a baby that came midway through the year for you, so for you to be getting out here and giving back to the Blacktown community is amazing. And to Jack Berkman prior to this, appreciate your efforts too, my friend, and the White Monster that you brought me as well. Let's help me get through tonight. But Ellie, just while you're here, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks for having me. Really enjoyed it. And yeah, hopefully tomorrow, Julian and Matty Hubbard, get it on and call a big one tomorrow. I think it's going to be an amazing game. So hopefully it lives up to what tonight was.
It will be. Camboris opened it up and then it was equalised just minutes later. I honestly can't even remember who scored the equalising goal. I'm not going to go through the goal scorers. I usually write them down, but my head was everywhere today. All we know is that the winner came through the man known as Hamza Malia. Yes, there was a goal that equalised, beyond time. No, the winner goes, in my mind, to Hamza Malia. He's superstar. Ellie, been a pleasure, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for all the fun.
Okay, and now could I please get the captain of the Minchinbury Jets?
I'd like to thank PL2 for hosting such a good event, allowing us to play football on such a big stage. That's our top prospect, small friends, but definitely worked on the day, so a big game for them. For the fans, and I know every week, the boys, it is what it is, that's not doing anything, so just get nothing kept on. Eamon. Logan. Jono. Andrew. Richard. Michael. Anthony Obazi. Nick Morris. Shabarani. Elliot Tucker. Jack. John Paul George. Sebastian Viasis. Blake Curry. Owen Hosper. Stan Contopolis. William Contopolis. Wassam. Yanni Vavdinos. Anthony Rani. Justin.
Okay, now we're going to get the captain of Prospect United, please. Laing Simmons Blacktown Men's Premier League 2 Champions 2025. Congratulations.
Firstly, I'd like to thank the Minchinbury boys for a good game. Very tough at the end and all for the season. Thank you. So us boys, well done. Really good, bro. Look at us. That's it, man. It was always come 3 years working, hey? Let's go. Thank you to our fans for coming every week. Thank you to the club for them. Thank you to PL2 as well. Let's go! Sit. Danny. Hugo. Monty. Anton. Jafar. Nick Sarkos. James. James. Nick Walker. Ali. Jordy. Hamza. Andrew. Zach. Trey. John. George. Yes. Joe. Kane. Jamie. MP.